computer.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to episode 14 of Got Stitches. Sorry for the hiatus for so long. We'll explain that in a little bit. But today is August 9th, 2024. And we're recording on a Friday afternoon, and we'll see how much of a mess this is, because I know Sarah's got everybody at her house. I have everybody. Well, my son is here right now. Dog's here. Husband will be coming in at any point. So we'll see how this goes. I am Nicci, coming to you from Berlin, Wisconsin.
I'm Sarah, coming to you from Elgin, Illinois.
And I'd like to take a moment just to say thanks to all of our continuing viewers and all the new subscribers we've gotten, because a lot of times I forget to say this and then I think about it at the end, and yeah. So I'm going to try to be better about that. Sarah, we're going to do it in a different order. Sarah suggested. So we're going to do life updates first.
Because we got a lot of other things that it's been a while.
And that explains why we've been gone so long. So we came back the Friday before Mother's Day. And then I went back to work like 2 weeks later, a week later. And then things just went really crazy for me for a while. They switched some medicines. Long story short, I ended up in the hospital for a week. I ended up sick for a week, in the hospital a week, and then sick for another week. And then I just made it back to work right before the 4th. So life got kind of hectic for me. And then now we've been getting everything ready for JJ after graduation. Obviously, now he's getting ready to go to college. On Tuesday we leave, because he is going to Oklahoma State University. So I will be an empty nester, and I will be crying all the way home. So
I forgot. My life is crazy. My kids have been home. I'm gonna be proud mama while I'm doing this. So yeah, I spent my whole summer doing track meets pretty much, and took my daughter to Texas we were in close to Chicago for the state meet. I was trying to start at the beginning. Then we went to Terre Haute, Indiana for the regionals meet. And then she trying to make it big and it won't be big. And then we ended up in College Station, Texas for the nationals. Off the screen. I'm trying to do something and it's not liking me doing it. There we go. Okay. And I'm gonna be proud mama. It's not gonna do what I want it to do, but okay. That's not what I wanted. Is it? Yes. Is it Instagram? Yeah. So she got gold. I'll stop that now. And she had the top time in the US for that race, period. Like the 1500 race walk this year, she has the #1 time, and it was really cool to watch. My little one, gymnastics. I'm their chauffeur. And then I also
at that age.
Yeah. I also had the Makers Meetup in Hoffman Estates. It was fun as usual. PJ Knits came up or took over from Frivolous and Frugal and 3Ply. And it was fun. It was fun to connect with everybody that I've seen in previous years. Got to meet people that I missed out on last year.
Good.
Is that everything?
And the weekend that you were doing that, I was doing Midsummer's retreat on Zoom. Yeah. Well, on a different platform.
Yeah. With Lindy Stitches.
Yeah.
Is that everything that happened in my life?
Yeah. You've pretty much just been racing.
Yeah.
with Viv.
Yeah. Watching the Olympics. And it's fun watching the Olympics when you have a runner and a race walker because they have very different perspectives watching it. So it's been pretty cool. And yeah, they
So
start school week after next. So close. So close.
enjoy that time with them. I'm gonna quick show because I forgot that JJ graduated from high school during all this. So I'll share if I can find it real quick, his graduation picture with us.
Yeah.
Because, everybody's proud mom, but
Yeah. I have to be fair now and find a picture of Amelia too. Or I'm gonna get yelled at.
so there's us. And then like over JJ's shoulder, there's his grandma, which is just, but I love that picture of us.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just been the last couple of Sundays, we've just been at family parties for JJ for everybody to be able to say goodbye to him before he goes. Because he's fortunate to have a lot of great grandmas still.
Mm-hmm.
And not to be morbid or sad, but we want to make sure that he got to see them before in case something would happen to them.
Of course. Okay, I will quickly share only because she watches sometimes and I will get yelled at.
Yeah, she comments.
She comments, yes. There's my Amelia at the our local national night out event in our neighborhood. The school had that's one of the school mascots. One of the schools.
At least you didn't put up the video of her dancing, when they're running.
That was awesome, and she rocked it, and the runners loved her.
I know.
So, I don't think she'd actually care about that. She'd like that, but that was Amelia. I can't share Viv and not share Amelia because I get yelled at. She will come tell me about myself, but okay. Moving on.
So, you want to go into, I don't know how much knitting or crochet or cross stitch you have.
Finishes?
No, like anything done, like that you're working on whips.
I have other finishes, but I can't really show them.
That's okay.
For crochet. I have one crochet project I'm working on.
We can share that because we both have one. So I'll let you share yours first.
Cool. My brain was just mush for the makers meetup first night that I was there. It started kind of on Thursday.
Yeah.
I was not there. I was driving back from Texas. Friday, I got home, spent an hour, hugged my kids and said, I'm going to hang out with friends. Been around kids long enough. And my brain didn't work because I think I drove 10 hours that day.
Wow.
So I was exhausted. My calf down was swollen. So I pulled my trusty, my hook is catching through, corner to corner blanket. And
you've got to be you're past the halfway on that, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, I am past the halfway. I knew. Okay, there's the stitch marker. As usual, it doesn't look like much, but
right, it's super big.
I have hit the corner. So
nice.
There to there.
I really like the colors.
Mm-hmm. And Stephanie 2.0 made me realize, because she was looking at it and now she's following along. I do not do double crochets.
What do you do?
I do half doubles.
Oh.
See how dense it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think this yarn calls for like a 7 or an 8 hook. I went down to a 5. And I'm doing half double crochets.
Oh.
And you can't see through it.
So it's bulletproof is what you're telling me.
It's windproof.
That's funny.
Yeah. So Stephanie commented, I was like, yeah, I thought everybody knew that's what I did because I learned that from the gnome blanket.
Oh, okay.
Who is it?
Who is it?
Passionate Crafter? No. That's the other gnomes, not the gnome blanket. The person
I don't know.
blanket from.
It was the year of gnomes. That's all I remember.
Yeah. Well, anyway, when she was doing the Year of Gnome blanket, the tutorial she gave for corner to corner used half doubles. And I had learned with doubles, and I was encouraged to try it out and see what I thought. And I like the denseness. Yeah. For a blanket, like I have a double crochet one, and you can feel the air through it. So
Oh yeah, but in there, your fingers go in the holes and stuff too.
yeah.
So, my one and only crochet project, I started and did the first ball of Bernat blanket yarn, and that's another star blanket. And I'm making this with a M hook.
Mm-hmm.
And so I love it. It's super soft. It's super thick.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm making it. I have 2 babies that are coming in September, and they're both boys. But I thought this would be a really good belly time
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
blanket. I have 2 more balls that I can put into it, and that's what I'm going to do because I had bought 3 originally, and this is a discontinued color.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just getting some of the yarn out of my stash. Okay. I have 1 knitting.
I got nothing.
Okay. I am still working on my So Lovely tee. Okay. It was a birthday start, I don't know, 3 years ago, something like that, too. Mm-hmm. Last time I showed you guys. Oh, please. I don't know what I just did. I almost just pushed all the needle, off. So the last time you guys saw it, I was up here by the sheep. Mm-hmm. And I am now all the way down here. I have about 3 inches, I think we said, when I tried it on and zoom from this stitch marker. So I have 3 inches to do, and then do the binding. So I will move my stitch marker now for progress part. I'm enjoying it. I was going to town and then thought that when I got to that black heart there that I have holding, I thought that was where I was going to, according to the pattern, that's where I should have started the ribbing for the bottom. No, it's way too high.
Yeah, I was going to say, you usually go longer.
Yeah, way too high. So, but the yarn is discontinued cucumber from Knit Picks and the Stroll.
Looks very similar to Viv's sweater, that color.
So all the rest is cross stitch for me.
Yeah. I mean, I showed my fully finished Castle Homecoming the last time, right? In the frame. Then I got nothing.
Okay. So I will start with my 11 finishes. Because since we've been gone, like we had May Mania, which I start and then typically I start everything in May, and then starting in June, I start to finish off whatever I can. So a lot of these were Manias, so they're start and finishes. So this is just a little ornament of Mary and Jesus and Joseph. This is Boo Crew.
Oh, that one's fun.
From Fat Quarter Shop. It was a free pattern from them 2 years ago, and I finished this in June as part of my challenges for finishing, and they got extra points. So as long as I had 50 stitches still left, so I got that one all the way to 50 stitches, and I put it down until June. It's okay to not be okay. This was my mental health start last Mania. Last year, my word of the year was believe, and so during Mania, I had started this. It's time to believe in you. So I finished that. That one I'm going, because I left such a little bit of a margin up there, I am going to put this into a pillow. Okay. Then I did Lucky You, which is a free pattern from Silver Creek during Mania. Then I started on the kids. There's 24 kids in mine and Justin's family that we're aunts and uncles to. And so I decided for Christmas, I'm going to start doing them ornaments to have ornaments when they move out or go away to college or whatever. So I did this little mitten. That's for Loretta, who was just born this year. This one is for Sheila because she likes pink and purple. This Jonathan's with the J. And then I did Abigail's with an A. I feel like I'm missing one of my mittens though. I thought I had another A one, but maybe I didn't start it yet. I have Aria also. Then I completed Happy Hunting, also from Fat Quarter Shop 2 years ago. And that giant moon is what I left for the month to finish. That was a lot of stitches. Like, it was a lot of orange to stare at. And then on Wednesday, I tried to get it done last month. It just didn't happen. I got my Wizard of Oz gnomes. And this one is going to be framed. But the Cowardly Lion there, my husband calls a raccoon.
He has no stripes.
So he's like, he's so cute as a raccoon. I'm like, he's a lion. He's like, he looks like a raccoon. So those were my 11 finishes. The mittens, I bought little like hoops to put them in, wood hoops. But I don't know if I'm going to do that or just turn them into little pillows. So. Do you want to start with one of your cross stitch?
Whips?
Yeah.
Okay, because I got no finishes. Well, I'm gonna go with the top of the pile. I was sitting there taking everything out of hoops. I was told I was crazy for this one.
I feel like you get told all the time.
I do. At the makers meetup, I was sitting with a lot of the group that's on the Around the Table Zoom. So quite a few of them are working on Long Dog Samplers Pandemic. And they knew sort of that I like smaller counts. And then they saw my pandemic and they said, I've lost my mind. So here's my pandemic. It is on 32 count, 1/1.
Oh my.
Yeah. They're like, oh, you're going over 1. You're nuts.
So that's 32 stitches to the inch.
Yeah.
So how wide will that be? Well, you didn't cut that down yet though, did you?
Yes. Yes.
Wow. Because I started it and I didn't want to do it. Like, I just wasn't for me on 18 count, and it was 32 inches across.
Yeah, I know, that's why I wanted. Well, okay, so I was gonna go for 25.
Okay.
I might have said, oh, maybe I'll do 28 to try it out. And I did do 28 for my wedding sampler.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't mind 28. It was more, I went to a local-ish shop, Tomorrow's Heirlooms, and I knew what floss I was doing it in. This is DMC 116, so it's a variegated.
Okay.
Or tonal. I would say more tonal than variegated. And my child's coming. So it was more important that I find a fabric that I liked for the floss.
Gotcha.
And so that was the trick. And then that they had enough of it.
Yeah, that's the
So
other.
yeah, so we sat there and I just started looking at fabrics, and when we saw the count, they were like, okay, let's do the math. And so this is where I ended up.
And
Um,
you told them you were gonna do it 1/1, or did they
yes,
assume
they
you
knew
were
I
just
was gonna do
do?
it.
Oh, okay.
So we were doing like the math to figure out what size fabric. And then I needed to wait on new eyeglasses because I couldn't look at it without getting a headache until I got my correct prescription. So, yeah. You want to do a couple? Because I think you have more whips than I do.
Okay. So I think this was an acquisition that I've shown, but I'm not positive. But this was a Easter gnome bag that I got. No, there's no Easter project in it. Not at all. It's a Christmas project that I started in July 1st for oh, Cornhusker State Stitchers is doing a sal, a start along is what they always call them. And this is by Erica Michaels, I think. No, Erica. No, Erin. It's Erin, and she's in Canada. And I can't think of her name. She does all the tiered trade right now, and she has American flag, but um that's my start. And it is snow. What is it? Christmas?
Well, it starts with snow.
Right. That does. That's snow, but it's Christmas letters, I think,
Mm, okay.
by her. I have a basket to throw those in. Then during Mania, I started, this is just the outline,
Mhm.
but it's gonna say trick or treat. And this is orange fabric that I dyed myself. And the designer is on Etsy, but their shop is no longer there. I went to look it up before me and Sarah started recording. I started, my husband had bought this pattern for me from Teresa Kogut. It's a book. I can't show the pattern because the pattern book, it's just basically the pattern
Mhm.
and that's it. There's no actual pictures. We saw this at our local shop in Green Bay, the Stitching Bee.
Mhm.
So it's the chicken, the pig, and then there will be a cow.
Okay.
And I decided to do this. It's 18 count Ada, but I'm only doing one strand
Okay.
just because supposedly a lot of people like it. So I wanted to try it.
Mhm.
And a lot of people said it's more of the prim look. So I just wanted to see how I liked it.
Mhm.
And it's not a cow at the bottom, it's a sheep.
You just wanted.
Obviously, I just want cows.
Oh.
Um, let's do one more. This is my another Mania start, and this is by the not the Desperate Housewives. Cross stitching with the Housewives, and it because it was May and May is my birthday. I decided to start the month with May, and this was the first project I ever kitted up in all fancy floss.
Mhm.
So it's 2/2. No, it's 2/1 because I'm doing on 18 count, 20 count Ada. One of the two.
Mhm.
I don't know. But I love it so far.
Mhm.
Want to get back to it.
Okay. My turn. All
Yep.
right. The next one I have on my pile is the Arctic Stitch Along.
That's funny because that's the next one that I'm gonna talk about too.
So I think the last time we recorded, I had realized that. Did we record that time? No.
No, I think it was
So
right
I had
after we.
started clue one, finished clue one, realized I had the fabric turned the wrong way. Nikki and I met for a Zoom, but her allergies were acting up, so we didn't record. That's why. Um, and realized I had the fabric turned landscape. No, yeah, landscape, when it should have been portrait. So I then had to rip out. And trust me, I looked for the fabric to see if I could just buy more fabric. They were out. Um, and restart clue 2. I am behind, but I've gotten 3 clues done.
Very pretty.
I think I thought
Here's
I
mine, and I'm still doing it landscape because
had.
after Sarah told me I shouldn't be doing it that way, because it was a mania start, it went in the bag, and I was like, I'll deal with this later. So I'm way behind, never to catch up.
Your face when I said that was hilarious.
I just was like, bad words.
Oh, trust me, a lot of bad words came out when I figured it out too, because I was done the whole clue, the entire.
And because Sarah was the one who told me, I was like, I don't like her no more.
I know. Is it my turn again? I have 1, 2, 3, 4 more. I know, that's why I'm saying, is it my turn again?
I got 19.
Okay, keep going.
All right, in this bag, I think I have 2. Yes. So they're both mania starts. This is a long dog. I haven't cut the fabric because I haven't done the math yet. This is hand-dyed floss from Pirate Robin on Etsy, and it's Belladonna is the colorway. And I don't know if you can tell how variegated that is, but I love it. It's the top of the corner, and this is called, I'm never going to be able to say this right, Rosamatic.
The who?
Rosamaker?
Let me see.
It's Rose and then Mackkic. Like all one word though. So no clue how to say it. I'm sure people are yelling at me right now. I'm sorry. And then also in this bag lives another cross stitch mania start, which is my Home Sweet Home by Sweet Winning Studio that they collaborated with Cornhusker State Stitchers online shop, which is awesome. And I got the flagpole, the grass, and the start of a sunflower. So
I'm not laughing at you, I'm laughing at my dumb self.
I mean, and this bag has another 2. I started I just don't want to show you the back. So on this one, this is going to be a moose ornament.
Okay.
So hopefully these will be done for next year. These are a pack of 12 ornaments I got. You guys saw the snowman a long time ago, and that one is the moose. And now I am also got a way better start on this mania. It must have been a weekend. The polar bear, and I think he's adorable. So I love this plastic canvas for Christmas ornaments. This is my fall gnome, and this was from Soda Shop on Etsy. And I can't get the piece to open. So not a great start, but way more than, just 2 strands. So I already color completed all the black.
There you go.
This pile is kind of shrinking, Sarah, kind of shrinking. This one is my Mary Poppins. Oh, no, it's not. Well, it is Mary Poppins in here too, but. And Mary Poppins is a monochromatic. It's all black. So there's her umbrella started. This is the outside of the circle. And she's going to be floating down with the city behind her. So I had 24 whips. because I just realized there's another one in this bag. This is Mickey Mouse Darth Vader. Just his ear.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
My turn. Okay, guess what I pulled out to work on this week? I'm gonna pull out what I feel like working on. I know I've given up trying to keep up with the stitch alongs. I was
They're
doing
just
good.
start alongs. They're just jumping off points.
I know. It feels good when you keep up, but then when you don't, it doesn't. So then I got focused on other things and blah, blah, blah. Well, anyway, I pulled out. This is what I'm doing. I actually stopped and pulled up the picture. This is what I'm completing. I laughed a minute ago because I'm like, I have this like button, needleminder, and I can see the lamp. And I'm like, oh, when do I get to the lamp? And I'm looking way over and I'm like, dummy, I've already done part of the lamp. So that's what it's going to be when it's finished. It's Heaven and Earth Designs. This is Merry Mushroom Picnic. I think it's number 3. It's 2 or 3. I know it's not 1 for the stitch along. It's the Heaven and Earth 2024 stitch along. This is where I am. I'd completed the first 3 pages in the first quarter and then got distracted with other things. So I am working on this page, although I believe it's a partial page.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, I'm filling in all them dark colors, and there's the lamp I've been looking for. Like, when am I going to work on that? Yeah, you already did half of it. I enjoy it for some reason.
Yeah.
It's confetti, but it's confetti. But it distracts me enough that 500 stitches goes so fast for me with this one. But other ones is like, God, am I still at 200? This one, I don't know why. 500 stitches goes quickly.
And normally when you're doing confetti heavy and you're just changing,
But
you
I'm not
complete that.
changing a lot because I'm going over the whole page. That's the difference.
Right. I was gonna say,
It's
are
very
you
rare that I'm only doing 1 or 2 colors, 1 or 2 stitches in a color
so you're color completing that thread?
on that page.
Yeah.
So I'm not color completing because we're
No, but for
quarter
the
3
page.
and I'm just starting quarter 2. But yeah, on the page, yes.
Gotcha.
And I like it. Today I'm like, oh, I probably got like 300 to go. And I'm like, oh, I'm at 450. Oh, cool. So yeah, that's that one. Next 5 for you.
Okay.
Or however many.
This one is gonna be really, really hard to like show you, but I'm gonna try. I need to really get that. I started to make one of those boards to put everything on, and I just haven't finished it.
A board.
You know when you watch other floss tubers, they have the board that they pin stuff on and hold it up, and it's all pretty, and
I haven't seen
it's
that.
a quilting board, but you can also use it to put your cross stitch on to show it better.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
So during Mania, I started this ornament kit. And of course, it's on white canvas, and I started with the white. Oh, there you can kind of.
Yeah, I can see it.
Against my shirt, you can see it. So yeah, I got the white parts of the candy cane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So,
I can see it.
not a huge accomplishment, but it's something. I'll put it in this bag. 1 second, guys, because otherwise I will have a mess. I won't know where things go or where the flosses go, and that'll be bad. Okay, that's one. This one is my faith over. Oh, I just shut the bag. Faith over fear, which was faith is my word of the year this year, and I'm using 18 count again.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the outside. I don't have before and after pictures right now, so next time I will. And I'm just using this I got from Etsy, Dying for Sass, and then this variegated. And up until I saw it today, I didn't realize how variegated it actually was, but I'm loving it. So yeah. Then last week or 2 weeks ago, like I needed another start on a Sunday, but I started another thing because I was like, I really want to do my Prairie Schooler Santas. So I'm going to start out with 1984, which is the year they started. So here's the Santa.
Mm-hmm.
And here is my start.
Mm-hmm.
And I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing it on 18 count oatmeal from Hobby Lobby. I have like 5 or 6 of these packs that I bought. And I'm going to put as many as I can on them. And then once I get a full set of Prairie Schoolers, I'm going to take those with so the kids can actually pick out their own ornaments next year. And then just do another set.
Mm-hmm.
That is my plan anyways. And that hoop that you saw was a brand new purchase. It was a 3-pack. I just wanted to try those. Huh?
You're mixing the purchases in there.
Oh yeah. Not trying to, but like I started using some of the stuff because this next one is Evergreen from Fat Quarter Shop. Another freebie that was, I think, 2 years ago Christmas, maybe last year's. No, last year's. Sorry for the thread hanging, but I did get the tree, and the Mary is done on this side, and then I'm going down, and I just started the presents down here. And it'll say bright on this side. And again, that's on natural from Hobby Lobby, because when I first started, that's all I went to.
Yeah.
I think this is my 5th one now.
I was joking about 5. I have no idea what you have, honestly. I'm not keeping track.
This is from what are they? I'm having a brain fart. Pumpkin, frosted pumpkin stitchery. And this is Santa delivery. So I was trying to color complete again, so I got all the white almost done. This is on blue that I dyed myself. It's a whole yard and I haven't cut it off, and that's as big as it's gonna be. I really need to cut that out so that I can use it for something else. Go ahead.
Next one is a stitch along, and I'm behind, but I'm okay with it. It is the Deadly Aquarium, so this is the most recent clue, all in one. So that shows you what has been sent out to date. And here is mine. So it's coming along. I'm loving it. Oh, I think I was.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's coming along. It's really fun. I like this one.
I saw all like the clues that are out right now. And somebody showed it on Instagram and it was looking really good.
And FYI for Knit Companion. Not Knit Companion. Pattern Keeper. There we go. I was sitting there having to fill in stitches because I could not figure out how to export. I was doing everything it said, and when I saved it, there was no PDF at the end. It said the right thing at the end, and it still wouldn't import. And at the makers meetup, I sat down with someone, and I'm like, okay, see if you could figure this out, because this is aggravating me, and I just want it to work. I know it won't work for everything, but this is a Pattern Keeper version. It should work. FYI, if you're using a Chromebook or if you're not and you're still having the issue, even though you're not naming it with .pdf at the end and it won't import, check what it saved it as, because even though I did not save it with .pdf, when we went and looked at the name, .pdf was at the end.
So did you just take it off and you could?
Yes, and then it worked.
Huh.
I know. It was great, and I didn't have to add in all the stitches that I'd already done, because sometimes they don't complete everything.
Yeah.
So there were things that look like they're completed, but they have more added on to it. and you don't know it until you're in the middle of it. It's like, wait, I think I did this already. Am I messing up? And so I'd have to sit there and figure it out every time, and it was really freaking annoying. Now I don't have to do that. So
Oh, good.
but yeah, this one's fun. I don't know which is my favorite.
It's really cute though.
I'm gonna like this one.
All right. So we'll start with the easy one out of this project. I started in Mania, these two, which this one that I'm going to show you is Dandelion, and I started with the white. Well, it's not really white, it's all these grays. Oh, it's all, there is white too, but like they're light grays. Like all these grays are in this. And I really liked it, and I was doing it because my grandpa, who passed away, like, you know, they say the kisses from heaven and things like that with the dandelions, but my grandpa also used to sit around the yard and pick dandelions so they didn't turn into the fluff and spread everywhere. So it has good memories both ways for me, but that's what I have. So you can't really tell yet, but it was a good start.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it. It's from Nicci's Patterns on Etsy, and it's Nicci with 2 Ks instead of 2 Cs like me. Then I started, Justin bought me this kit from my local shop. It came with everything. I've never used this kind of thread that was in there, and I couldn't thread my needle. You don't pull it apart. It was too much. So what I did is I just went to my DMC that I had and pulled colors that kind of were the same. So, and I used the called for linen that came in the kit, even though me and linen like have had bad times. But I got the little ice fisherman started, and I think he looks pretty cute. I did take him up to my shop, and I was like, am I doing this right? Because I'm doing 2/2. Like, I feel like I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah.
But she said I'm doing it good, and I trust her, so we're just gonna keep going with it. And then I started, I think one of my last Mania starts was this, and it's a Celtic cross, and I just got the very start of the top of the cross. So, and this is on another piece of fabric I dyed myself. I didn't realize I left in the hoop till I unzipped all these bags earlier with Sarah. I was like, oh, there's another hoop. This is my Forest Friends. I don't know if I worked on it at all since the last time I saw you because Mania and everything, but don't show the back. Oh. But there it is.
It's a pretty frame.
I really like the frame. I thought it was going to be bigger. This is from Tiny Modernist. No. Yes. On her Patreon, it was a stitch along. So I really enjoy the Patreons. I'm in Tiny Modernist and Witchy Stitcher. And then the Yarn Hoarder, who used to be on YouTube for knitting. Then I restarted I bought this pattern back when I first started cross stitching, and I knew nothing. And it didn't work out, so I'm restarting it. And this is my mom's flamingo. And it's a gnome flamingo. It goes this way. And this pattern designer, I think it's Gnome Fun is the Etsy name. And she's got all kinds of gnomes, but what she does is it's all DMC, but she creates a lot of blends. And so that's been new and interesting, because then I have to I don't have a bobbin obviously with blended threads, So
Mhm.
I try to use it all up and then have to you know.
Yeah.
So that's when I started the color completion, because I didn't want to have these two mixed colors together and put them in the wrong thing. This one I haven't worked on since the last time I showed it, so I don't have to show it.
Mhm.
Okay. So 2 years ago, a bunch of people started this Halloween calendar with Tiny Modernists in my friends group.
Mhm.
Bought a piece of fabric. Finally decided it was kitted up the whole time. Never started it. So I started it during Mania.
Mhm.
I didn't obviously know what the hell I was talking about back then. So here's my piece. I don't have any more room over here. So all these stitches have to be pulled out, and I ordered a new piece of fabric. That was one night of stitching.
That was good stitching for one night.
It was good stitching, but now I'm mad. Like, I haven't
I would
pulled it. Like, I
100% find a saying
literally
and
tucked
put
this
it in there,
across the room.
Nicci. I would put a saying in there.
Yeah.
Make it a bookmark. Turn it the other way, make it a bookmark.
I was so mad.
Don't waste that stitching.
So mad. All that, and it's not black, it's 939, but still.
Yeah. It's dark.
How many more do you have?
2.
2? Okay, I'll do one more, and then I have I only have 3 after this, I think.
Okay.
This is my Jolly Bell pull by Tiny Modernist, and it's on coffee tea dyed 18 count that I did myself, and I'm really liking it.
Mhm.
So I'm trying to get 1,000 stitches on this before I put it back away. You're up.
Right. So my local-ish, there's nothing, I mean, it's like an hour away. Yarn
That's
store.
how long mine is.
Beautiful Sip and Stitchery in Roscoe. They were doing are doing an Olympic stitch along, and I'm like, oh, I'll look at it. I probably don't want it though. It is by Jardin Privé, Les Olympiades des Gnomes. So you know from that name, I want to do it. So this is the pattern.
So cute.
I know. And the biggest surprise, it's part of a series. Nicci.
Oh, wow. So have you bought the other series yet? The rest
2
of
of them came in today. One is back ordered, and I missed the 4th one, which I have now ordered off of 123stitch. So I've got the first line done minus the back stitching, so it looks empty, but it's a fun little.
Are you going to do the back stitching before you move on to the next section?
I'm gonna do it at the end.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it at the end. It's a fun little project. I love the mushroom podium. It's probably my favorite part. And the gnome jumping over the sheep. So yeah, that's this one. It is the kit. Oh, it's using Cosmo. I'm usually DMC, but I thought, you know what, let's give it a try. So I ordered the kit from the shop, so it's all Cosmo colors. And the fabric, I don't, honestly, it looks like this one. I wonder if it is Country Mocha. I feel like it's Country Mocha. See, I usually
One second.
keep all of it. Oh, here we go. I've taken when 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is the wrong one. It's the same dang fabric, though. I swear to God, they look exactly the same. This one is vintage Country Mocha. So my next one, I'm guessing Country Mocha or something like that.
Gotcha.
Okay.
My next one is my cousins side by side are miles apart.
Mhm.
I have finished the blue one last time and variegated, and this is now the purple one for my cousin down in Oklahoma. So that was a start in Mania.
Mhm.
I'm pretty proud of that start. I don't remember the number, but oh, I have it kitted right here. So the number is 52 from DMC.
Okay.
And then I have one more to do after this, and it'll be in this reds. And it's 115 on that one. So I'm enjoying it. They will be, I think, pillows. I'm not really sure. I have one more left, so go ahead.
And I didn't show. I haven't used one of these in years. I bought this because I bought the stupid little board from Hobby Lobby, the metal board to hold paper patterns. I
Yep.
don't really use paper patterns, and then I couldn't find it. It was hiding. I found it. When I needed it, can't find it again. So I went to Michael's because it was a Sunday, and they didn't have it, and I wasn't driving to Joann's. So I went to the local store, and I got one of these Knitter's Pride big things.
Oh, yep.
It came with a pen too. It's fancy.
Nice.
So that's holding my paper pattern because I don't generally do paper patterns. But so my last one was my July project because July was my dad's birthday and it's also the month he passed away. I'd intended to finish it in July, but I kind of lost steam and momentum and just I was tired. It is Dear Soldier by Finally a Farm Girl.
Nice.
So I'm doing it in the Called For Floss, which is a mix of DMC, Gentle Arts, and Week Styworks. I am going to change I don't want the figures in the Home of the Brave section. It doesn't
Okay.
kind of match what I see for it. So I'm going to put in a Navy emblem and my dad's rank. And then here they put the service years. I put his initials, obviously, his monogram. And I put the year he was born and the year he passed away. And then down here, I'm going to put
Ouch.
the years he served.
Okay.
His Home of the Brave portion. So I got a pretty good start, but then I hit this guy right here. He'd be boring. I mean, I love the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, but to stitch it, that's how far I got into him.
Nice.
So I got I did
It looks really good though.
yeah. It's really fun to stitch, but like I didn't realize, to me it wasn't very clear how much floss I needed. And so I ordered one of each, and I think it's Gentle Arts. It doesn't come with as much, I think. And so I ran out of it quickly. And so I ran out of this color completely. And I wasn't making it. And a friend from my local stitching group, she actually got me. She had some in her stash, which was very kind of her. And then when I ordered my Gnome Series pattern, I ordered the rest of the colors. So I'll either have extra, because I don't know how much of those colors were in the section I'm changing.
Yeah.
But I'll have enough now. I just didn't know that it wasn't a general amount when you order skeins of floss. So this is my last one. It's nice. This is meditative. So when I finish it, I want to frame it in a double picture frame with my dad's military picture. And eventually I'd like to do another one and then have the Army Air Corps and my grandfather's rank and his military picture. And I think that would be really cool. And, do all the individualization stuff I did for my dad, but for my grandfather, because he served in the Army Air Corps in World War II.
Mm-hmm. All right. My last one is my cousin's wedding sampler that I've decided to put myself to do 1,600 stitches a month so that, fingers crossed, I can roughly have it done if I do that and keep going, it'll be done in December. But that way I have to have it done by April. So I wanted to give myself like a few extra months.
Like less than 200 stitches a day, right?
Yeah.
3,200 would be 200. 32
Yeah.
days would be 200 stitches a day.
Yeah. So what I normally try to do, and I didn't do it this month, but like last month, in the first week, I had all of it done. But this month I didn't. I just picked it up yesterday, and I only put in 69 stitches. But here it is. And I had to wait a little while because I was missing like 3 of the colors because they had run out at the store. But here's the colors. And we've decided after talking to family that it does say forever and always. And then underneath that, I'm just gonna put their wedding date. And I'm not gonna, because under here was where you'd put their names. And because he goes by his last name, like my cousin doesn't even call him by his first name. Like the first time she heard his name, she's like, "What are you talking about?" And they're like, "Your fiance," because like she doesn't think of him as Mark. She thinks of him as Sherman. And so if I put the Shermans, like she didn't like that idea, but she doesn't know what I'm doing. She's like, "I don't want just our last name on it." So I was like, okay. And so I was talking to my aunt, her mom, and she's like, just do their wedding date.
Yeah.
And be done with it. So that is what I'm doing.
Okay.
So that was a lot.
Acquisitions? Or do you want
I'm ready for acquisitions.
Oh boy.
Are you ready for acquisitions? I can do June wrap up if you want. I do have that.
Sure.
Or not June, July.
Sure.
So I didn't have a lot of total stitches. I only did 6,956, which was I think my lowest month so far this year. I had 2 cross stitch starts, 0 knitting starts, 1 crochet start, which is the blanket, no FFOs. I had 4 cross stitch finishes for July. No finishes for knitting or cross stitch. I had 6 0 crafting days. And I read 20 books. So
I had a crochet finish, but my kid can't find it. She stole it. It wasn't for her. It was supposed to be a gift.
Oh no.
Okay. And it was super cute.
She'll find it once you're done recording because she just doesn't want us to see it.
No, she cleaned her room and everything. Who knows where she put it? She literally sat there rubbing it all over herself like, no, it's mine. Like she's marking her territory. It was ridiculous. This is the older one too, not the younger one. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
So do you want to go with your acquisitions first so that I don't have to talk as much, or?
I could start. I don't know how we're going to do this. So let's see. Had I gone to Beautiful the last time? I don't think so. When it grand opening?
I don't think so.
I'm gonna say no because there's June and July stuff in here for the calendar. So I went to Beautiful and I'm looking at this thing so I can tell you. Anyway, I went to Beautiful. It was my second time going to a cross stitch store. It was overwhelming. I took a lot of time to look around. Fun store. Patterns are organized by designer alphabetically in binders. So if you hear wailing, no one is abusing my child. It's probably being aggravated by her dad. I don't know if it's coming through. Anyway, they gave me this. It came with their logo on it. And let's see what I got. I got a stamped cross stitch because people keep talking about these. And this is, I believe, a licensed one because they were selling it in the store. I know that can be tricky when it comes to the stamped. So I got this one. It's a little glary.
Oh, that's pretty.
I know. I could see there's a Winter Cottage. I could see doing if they have them seasonally, I could see buying that. I haven't opened it yet. And then I also, let's see what I got. Oh, I bought a Nora Corbett. I also, though, didn't realize that this did not contain the regular floss or the fabric. It contains fancy floss and the beads, so it's like the embellishment, right? The embellishment kit. So it's
Oh wow.
the South Atlantic Mermaid. So it came with the silks and the embellishment pack. I've not opened this. I've kept it in
I
here.
wouldn't open it until you're gonna start it. That at least that's what I do with my kids.
Oh no, I'm not. So then, and whenever you buy stuff, like they give you every month, they have a little freebie.
Oh,
So
cute.
the month I went. And then in here I also got like a sticker, some floss cards, floss drops, and then a project card.
Oh, nice.
And when I got the Olympic one, I noticed they filled in the project card.
I like the project cards. Oh,
now calling me to complain. Can you hear her?
Yeah. I can't understand her, but I can hear her.
Probably good. So then I decided, you know what? I do this in yarn shops. I go, and sometimes I just want to go. And I want to be inspired. And so I'll look at the shop samples, and I'll go with that. So I went, and I said, I'm going to buy a pattern from someone I've never worked with. Not hard. Floss I've never used. Also not hard at the time. And fabric I've never used. Still not hard because I'd mainly shopped big boxes. So easy job, except when they have a wall full of binders. And I have no idea. They tried to help me and he was like, so what are you doing? I don't know. What do you like? I don't know. Okay, this is going to be hard. I ended up with a Swans and Shears Quaker by Tempting Tangles Design because I like the motifs. Like I can focus on a motif.
Oh, that's pretty.
Mm-hmm. And
I like Quakers.
Huh?
I like Quakers.
Yeah. And I got it in Fiber on a Whim, Milk and Honey. I've heard that one a lot on podcasts.
Yeah.
And I did the Cosmo conversions. So Cosmo Floss. Because they actually had the Cosmo conversions from DMC on charts in the shop next to the.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Everything else was just too overwhelming. So there's that. I'm just going by what I have in pile. There is no order to this. I was just telling Nicci that I got an envelope from Black Needle Society with patterns that I forgot I ordered. So I got Frogwart's Year 1 band sampler.
And I also
I got Autumn in Stars Hollow.
Nice.
And let's see what I got 2 books in the last week. I was in Michael's and they had the Mini Kingdom book. And like look at all those people.
Oh wow.
I know. That'd be so fun. And then this just came in the mail. It will shock no one. Muffy Corn is someone I follow on Instagram. And it's for the whole.
Those are really cute. I want the snowman.
There's like little, hold on, there's a picture.
That's adorable.
I know. And there's like little things, and yeah, I haven't even dived into that yet. I also pre-ordered the Grimblewood Gnomes book, even though I own all the patterns. It's her first book by Imagine Landscapes, so Sarah Shira. I follow her. We all know I've made I have a cabinet of her gnomes, so you know. And then the last from that pile, I haven't even looked is when my daughter and I were driving to Texas, we're going through St. Louis and she's 12, so I didn't know how into anything she'd be because they're 12. And we're going through downtown St. Louis, driving around Busch Stadium, and she's seeing the arch, and I I didn't know at the time. She only knows the arch because of the TV show Percy Jackson. It's apparently Athena's temple in the US. So we go to the gift. She's like, "Do we have time to stop?" And I'm like, yeah, that's why we're driving. So we can do what we want." I found cross stitch in the gift shop. She was very aggravated. So this is the one I got.
Very pretty.
Yes. That's from there. You want to take a break? You want me to take a break and you go? No?
No.
Keep going?
Go
Okay.
for it.
Now the amusing pile, because Nikki's just going to laugh her little butt off on this one. I've been to Elgin Knitworks a few times. Yeah. And I don't even have time to find all the pictures. So let's see. This one is a teddy bear, a basic
Aw.
teddy bear amigurumi kit. This one is penguins in sweaters, and it's got fuzzy merino, not merino, angora, I think. This one is for Easter eggs.
Oh boy.
Around Easter. My mom bought me that one. I
Your piles
also,
are getting smaller.
huh?
You're getting smaller. Pile.
Yeah. This is the Froggy kit with the shoes and stuff. So, you know, because they little Converse in there. Look at it.
Oh wow.
I know. And then put that down for a minute from now. And then this. And this, Nicci. Highland cows.
And you're mailing them to me when they're done.
I have to keep my kid from stealing them. And it came with this for the patterns.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I had to go back because they forgot to hand them and they emailed me and were very good. This, oh, and the Highland cow has a little baby bunny to go in its pocket.
Aw.
I know. I remember this every time I look at this one because I got a bunny kit. If you go on Elgin Knitworks Instagram and scroll through their feed, you'd be able to find pictures of all of these. That would just take a long time for me to look up. And then this one is to make tiny donuts. And then this one was hiding in a window. It's Rico Rumi yarn.
Oh. Aw.
I know.
He's cute.
He is cute. And then they just started getting these crochet kits. They're usually all knitted kits. So everything until Rico Rumi was knitted.
Okay.
This is crochet, and Betty Pig is crochet. And then I also purchased, because I was not able to make it to a yarn shop, I got so close. I got one of the Notion bags. It's a pretty big Notion bag though, for the yarn crawl. And I ordered this for paper piecing. So it's one of those turntable.
Oh, okay.
My friend Ingrid recommended the size. She had one of these at the Makers Meetup. And I could see paper piecing being good for me to bring along to cross-country meets. And then Forbidden Fiber Co. did a Bluey-isms kit. So here's the Bluey bag.
Oh.
I know. I know.
My nieces.
And I, for some reason, from the picture, thought that this was going to be a Notion size bag.
Oh wow.
Here come the grannies. My daughter tried to immediately steal it. The older one, not the younger one. And it came with, let's see, it came, things were hiding in it before. So it came with really cute little zipper pulls on each one. A button needle minder that is bluey. The floss is Forbidden Fiber Co's floss.
Okay.
Okay. And their Bingo colorway. Bingo is one of Bluey's family. So I got this in 25 count Ugana, which I kind of like that one. And then this is the pattern. It's a wackadoo. Got all kinds of Bluey things. And I bought 5 million Nerge hoops. I bought another pack of large ones.
I bought the first pack.
I bought the 5-pack of the big ones because I tend to use those the most. I was gifted this today, so I have some friends and I are doing 12-inch squares. We send to the birthday month of each person. You send them a square. Your birthday month, every month, everyone sends you a square. I saw quite a few people at the Makers Meetup, so they thought ahead because August has 4 birthdays. 3 of them, no, all 4 are within like 5 days.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. So here's one. I said I want it so you could specify your color. I said jewel tones. So I thought that was a great option until I had to actually do it. And I'm like, oh man, this was really hard picking because you don't know what everybody else is picking.
Yeah.
If everybody picks the same color. So this is one square. Here's another. Here's another. So
Pretty.
2 of the squares I've gotten were crocheted and 2 were knitted so far. We have to the end of the month. I cannot show the squares. Those were some of my finished things because I haven't sent them. And I know a few of them watch, so just like I have a yarn acquisition I can't show because I know it's Stephanie's square and she's the 18th, I think. And she wants to be surprised, so I can't show it. And it's really pretty yarn. I'm kind of gonna like.
You can take a picture and show it after her birthday.
Yeah, because I'm gonna remember to do that, Nicci.
And Mandy, I want to say right now, while she's talking about birthdays, happy birthday because yours is on Saturday.
Yes, her birthday is this weekend. And then Ingrid in the English paper piecing package for the month, a gnome bag. And it's got pockets in it.
Nice.
So I'm very excited. Because I ordered yarn last night.
It happens.
I ordered a gnome kit for the new gnome starting soon. No, next. I have no idea when it starts. I am so behind in all the gnomes, and I'm feeling the urge to knit. Which I've been crocheting, and that's been going well. I've been wanting to pick up some knitting, so.
Helps the temperatures are, well, at least here, getting a little bit cooler.
That never really made a difference to me.
It hasn't to me, but like right now I picked up my knitting while we're talking. And but it's cool. Like it's 70 degrees here.
Yeah. And
so knitting, like in the summer, being 100 degrees on lunch break, I'm not going to pull out knitting.
Yeah.
But and happy birthday to you for next week too, Sarah.
Thank you.
And I know that Stephanie's birthday is coming.
I think she's
Heather's husband's birthday, their anniversary. It's all in the next week and a half.
Marie's birthday is
Marie's birthday.
18th or the 19th.
So lots of birthdays, lots of celebrations. My anniversary is the end of the month.
And I can't make a joke about what people were doing 9 months ago because, you know, that'd be about my parents. And no, thank you.
Are you done with your acquisitions?
Oh, I gotta look at my measuring tape.
Oh God, that's cute. I thought you were gonna pull his head off.
No. Oh, and this was the swag from Penny's meetup. I think Sandy, as in Queen Sandy of the bags, she and her daughter Cher put in the snips.
Nice.
There's some locked and unlocking stitch markers. A progress keeper.
Very pretty.
A needle. And some stitch stoppers. I got pink daisy. I don't know. I think that's it. If it isn't, we're good.
Okay. Well, I'll start with my first one, which some of you might have seen, but like my project bags now, I have these little tags. I bought them on Amazon. They're just little key rings, but use a Sharpie on them and you can use alcohol wipe and wipe it off when you're done. So I know what's in each bag without having to like dig in there and whatnot. And I think I paid like $7 for 100 of them.
Oh, nice.
I love them. I love it. I will do this first. I ordered this back in April. This was Luminous Fiber Arts Mystery Stitch Along for what's it called? She didn't say what it was called. It's like her Halloween one, and all the clues are out. My kit is still sitting here. So I have the fabric that came with the kit, and then all the flosses. So, and it just says it's Halloween is the name of it. The actual pattern. And does this have Ada is Fiber on a Whim. Affogato. It's actually really pretty. So got that. Planned on starting it. Never started it. That's fine. It's gonna stay kitted. It'll go in my kitted projects, which I have a separate like tote that I put all my kitted stuff in. Then I ordered some fabric. This is the new piece of fabric for my Halloween calendar. Right size.
Bookmark that other one, man.
So it's huge. And this is Stormy Night. And this dyer is on Etsy. Needlework with Jim. Hand dyed by Jim. So I ordered some other fabrics by him too, but I don't know where those pieces went. I must have put them away when we hadn't recorded for so long. Then my monthly clubs. I have from Cornhusker State Stitchers. I get their in the hoop. So I have August. And it comes with the floss. And then September, which I want to start with September because I love sunflowers and
they're pretty.
Yeah, I'm there for that. And then for my birthday, my husband asked me was there anybody that did hand dyed fabric that I wanted to become part of their membership. So I went with Be Stitch Me. And so I have Aquarius, and I did 20 count Ada. So that modeling is great. I love it. Aquarius, and then what is that there? Coconut Shell. Also on 20 count. So I really like this. I think I'm going to put his one duck cross stitch that I bought off of Etsy, and it's flying ducks. So okay. Then I went to my local to me cross stitch store, which is again the Stitching Bee. And I wanted to try linen 32 count. So I took the free pattern off of one. It's a turkey. It's on my phone. It's just a little turkey. So I got this little piece cut out of linen and then like looked at the stitches and I was like, I'm nuts. What am I thinking? This is Sarah, not me.
I was waiting. I knew it was coming.
So this is Cocoa by Weeks and then the floss for that. And this was part of my birthday. We went there for my birthday and my husband bought a whole bunch of stuff for me, but I don't remember what was birthday and what was. I've been there 3 times since we were here last, so can't remember everything. So now we'll start with patterns. Again, this is my other monthly that I get from them, which is the houses. So here's number 6, the tree house. And then number 7 is my favorite, and I want to go kit it up, but I have to finish some other stuff first. And that's the house barn. I would live in that. Then I wanted from Cottage Garden, Sir Thomas, which I thought was from this designer, but it wasn't. Sir Thomas is from Glembin Blaze. So I still want to get that one, but this is Turkey Day. And it's part of their A Time for All Seasons. But I think he's cute. And then they had the Pilgrim, which I had missed out on when I was doing the snowman last year. So I got him. Another part of the purchase that my husband got me was Ghost Night. There's that one. Also, during that visit from my husband, I got a couple Silver Creek samplers. This one is Wings of Change. The butterfly is proof that you in darkness can be transformed. So I like that. We got all the floss. And then I got Vincent van Gogh for Halloween and got all the floss for that one. Then that same visit, we got all the rest of this is from that visit too. I got Primrose, and this is Witchy Way. Halloween Kisses. Then Christmas Trees and Stitching. That's a receipt. I don't need that. Then I got the Winter Quaker from them.
Oh, that's pretty.
She didn't have, they did this in color and cotton, and she didn't carry it. So my husband picked out this color, which is Summer Sky, to be the blues to go in that one. I gotta put that back in there so I don't lose the floss. So all I have to do to kit those is fabric. Then Prairie Schooler, I picked up. This one has 3 of the Santas. I was missing 2 of them and they no longer sell them individually. So this was my only way to get them. And then I also picked up Prairie Schooler Christmas Eve. I really like that one. Almost done, Sarah.
No, you're good.
Then I got my Halloween cross stitch magazine to the house. This I got myself, which was Gnomes and Santas and Snowmen project bag. And then this floss here I bought for Halloween Quaker. So I just got the floss for that because I needed 8 skeins, so I had that ordered in. And last but not least, for my husband, he got me this project bag when we were there. He got me the floss and the Stitch Me pumpkin patch fabric. to go with Autumn Lane's Tonight We Ride.
Mm.
And he picked this all out knowing how much of a Halloween lover I am. So he's mad that I haven't started it yet.
Oh, because there's not enough whips.
Yeah, because I think when I counted, I have like 40.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm trying to get those down before I start anymore. That is it.
Wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
I'm sure I bought more but put it away, but it's fine. You'll see it when I start it.
I know, right? I know there's things. I have a cart over here, and the bottom shelf of the cart are my kitted things. So
yeah,
I'm sure there's things that ended up over there, and I don't know.
we
I
did
also got a ton of stuff from Penny that
yeah,
I can't even begin.
the show.
Holy crap. Yeah, no, couldn't even begin. And it's so amazing. And I haven't even I've gone through and decided what I want and all of that, but I can't even begin to scratch the surface of all this stuff.
Yeah. We are not doing a mid-year whip parade.
You just saw it.
Yeah, I have way more started than that, but we will do an end of year one in December.
Mm-hmm.
And we might have to break it into a couple because we're multi-crafters here.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a lot of knitting and crochet whips, and
Yeah.
I have a lot of cross stitch whips.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, and I've also decided that as of now, because my my focus, well, I don't know. It could all change when the kids go to school and I have more time and less people bugging me most of the day. But I think how I've been going is I'm choosing weekly focuses. So on this week, I have really been focusing on Mary Mushroom. And if I'm not doing something I want to work on, like I don't work on anything, and I've slowed down a lot with my crafting, and that's fine. I
it's a
know,
time of season.
and that's all good. Yeah, I know I'll come back to everything. But I'm in the craze of start of school season, so all the stuff. So I feel like next week I may pull out some knitting. Which I do have 2 more birthday squares I need to complete for August. No. I have, yeah, I have
You have
that.
squares to complete.
I have 2. I have 2. No, one of the colors I bought, I know I can use for September as well. That's why I'm throwing myself off with the number of yarns I have left. I'm
Yeah.
just going by yarn because I didn't have enough. But I've been doing them corner to corner, and I can finish them in less than a day.
Yeah.
So I can fit them in and still not feel overwhelmed by other things. So I'm just going with what I feel like doing right now. I'm not gonna put any constraints or rules on myself right now because I think that's what my brain needs.
I'm gonna actually. So you guys heard me say my cousin's piece. I'm doing 1,200 or 1,600 to. Yeah, 1,600,
Yeah.
1,600.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna pick 2. I'm just trying to pull up the wheel. My cross stitch whips
Mm-hmm.
having a wheel, and I'm gonna spin it
Mm-hmm.
for 2 things to focus on between episodes.
Mm-hmm.
So my long dog
Mm-hmm.
and no
You don't like the choice?
Arctic animals, which means I have to pull all that out.
You gotta deal with it now.
I have to deal with it or I gotta throw it away. One of the two.
I have another book coming in the mail. It's A Year of Granny Squares.
Nice. And the only other plan I will say is that I got to meet a lot of people during the virtual retreat, and a couple of us are Packer fans, obviously. And so Julian Stitches, Allison from Cross Stitching the Globe, and the disorderly cross stitcher Nancy and myself are doing the Packer Gnome cross stitch along. And so that starts in September on the first opening game.
Okay.
So that star along will start for me. And I have to make that gnome 4 times. And then I'm making 2 of the Kansas City Chiefs because they also had the Chiefs. I would have made the Bears one as well. I did not like the gnome for the Bears.
Okay.
So that is coming down the pipeline.
I'm trying to keep loose with the plans.
Yep. And I did that for the summer, so now I'm trying to like rein it in and focus on things.
Yeah. I have other things that I have to focus on in my house, my life, that I want to keep my crafting.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. I want to keep it relaxed. And I mean, as I say, it's going to calm down. No, it's not. School's going to start. Viv's got school cross country, then straight into shark cross country.
Yep.
And then we get like 2 weeks and then we start indoor track. So, I mean, it don't calm down. And Amelia's starting swim lessons.
Yep. For me, it'll calm down because once I drop JJ off, we'll be empty nesters. We're going room by room, painting, redoing everything.
That does not.
So
that's not that.
Yeah, I wanna get the house 100% redone, I guess. And I'm putting up Christmas as soon as we get done with one room. Christmas is going up because Christmas makes me happy, and anything to make yourself happy once you have huge life changes.
Yep.
So.
All right. I think that's
Hope you guys have a nice 2 weeks.
Yes.
Thanks for watching. Sorry it was a long one.
Very long one. And I'm not a big editor, so have fun with this one.
Yep. And I'm hoping once JJ goes to school, I will probably take over my husband's computer so that I can record it and edit it.
Okay.
So that I can add the names of the patterns when I don't remember the names of them, or throw on pictures.
Yeah. Okay.
So that we're not just like sharing it on the screen. But it is what it is for right now. It works. Sometimes life is just too crazy to think about all the editing.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Bye, everybody.